What's up, everyone? This is Dave, also known as Loving Them Trains, and happy holiday season to everyone. This is going to be my BLB's Boxcar Challenge 2025, and those of you that have seen my challenges in the past, I try to do a little something different, and this year is no exception. So, as many of you do on your layouts, you know that when you're doing some work or just running trains and you don't feel like taking the rolling stock off the tracks, that you just leave them somewhere. So I have a 4-track yard and it regularly gets piled up with rolling stock. But I do have several box cars that I'm going to use in my consist for the challenge, and I'm going to show you where they're at and let you know what we're going to do. All right, now the camera's in my hand. I'm going to try to be as steady as I can. But you see we've got this Conrail here, Berwick, and we've got a few rail box cars, as well as the Illinois Central. Then we've got that State of Maine box car back there, but we're not going to be able to get to that because that's on the other main line track. And here we've got another Conrail Berwick and a Penn Central Berwick. So what I want to try to do is get all these into one consist, which means we're going to have to do some shoving or shunting, as some people say. Now here you can see we've got a hopper here, coal hopper, and a flat car with a load. Obviously we can't put those in the consist, so we also have to uncouple those to the train or from the train. So what I'm going to do is replace them with 2 additional box cars that I have. So let's get this puzzle going and see if we can't get the consist together. As you've already seen in the video, we're going to use these MTH units, this U25B as well as this GP38-2 to help get the train together. So let's go ahead and get this started up. I want to get all 3 of these Berwicks together, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. I think it's going to mean we're going to have to operate these MTH units as 2 separate units. So let's get it started.
Make sure the sand bins are topped off.
I'll check that out. Sand bins are topped off.
The motive power for this boxcar train will be the following three Sunset Third Rail SD40-2s. These units have been modified to fill in the coupler pocket, add scale couplers, add MU hoses, and have been weathered. I'm considering adding Blue Nami in the future, but we'll see. Now, let's bring these units out for service.